how Srimad Bhagavatam is Lord Krishna himself, and the summary of Bhagavatam in 1 hour. First canto, second canto, third canto, fourth canto, fifth canto, sixth canto, seventh canto, eighth canto, ninth canto, 10th canto. We are in Ashraya Tattva of 10th canto. In the 10th canto, the appearance of Lord Krishna and killing of the demons one after the other. Different seasons also have passed by. So that way we have heard about the divine Rasa dance. The last week we have heard about that. And now we are going to hear, today we will hear about the bull demon. So the killing of the bull demon and the killing of the horse demon and killing of Vyomasura. After that, we will hear about the turning point. Lord Krishna leaving Vrindavan. Lord Krishna leaving Vrindavan. Before we hear Lord Krishna leaving Vrindavan, Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. The Shyama Sundar Krishna, Nanda Nandana Krishna, is always present in Vrindavan. This is by Jiva Goswami in Gopala Champu. He explains that. Then what is this when we are hearing Krishna leaving Vrindavan? Remember when Lord Krishna, when he was born in the cell of Mother Devaki and Vasudeva, that's Vasudeva Krishna that was brought by Vasudeva, right, to Nandagram. And then he placed Vasudeva Krishna there, who merged with Nandanandana Krishna. So all this time, Nandanandana Krishna and Vasudeva Krishna were together. Now, it's time for Vasudeva Krishna to come to Mathura. And also, whenever the killing of the demons is happening, it's the Vasudeva Krishna's job to kill the demons. Nandanandana Krishna is always absorbed in the sweet pastimes, right? So, when we say Krishna leaving Vrindavan, that's Vasudeva Krishna leaving Vrindavan, coming to Mathura. Yeah, just to let you know. So, Krishna leaving Vrindavan, that we will hear how Akrura comes to Vrindavan and Krishna leaves Vrindavan. There's beautiful description of how Akrura comes to Vrindavan. The coming of Vrindavan was beautiful, and there is a lot for us dear devotees to learn from this Akrura's travel to Vrindavan. So that will be very nice for us today. So we can go ahead, start now. These first 3 demons, and there's one pastime, a quick pastime of a snake swallowing Nanda Maharaj. So after these 4 quick things, we will come to Akrura coming to Vrindavan. And then, of course, Krishna leaving Vrindavan. Okay, that is our plan today. So I'm going to show this presentation. There. Sharing you the slide. Okay. So this is Nanda Maharaj saved. So this quick pastime is on the day of Shivaratri. Again, these 4 pastimes we'll quickly summarize. So we'll have enough time. So yes, Shivaratri was celebrated in Vrindavan, but their prayer, Nanda Maharaj and Yashodamai prayers to Lord Shiva there, where please see that our baby Krishna, our boy Krishna, is safe, like that. So all their prayers and thoughts and everything was geared towards Krishna, whoever it might be. It might be a demigod or whoever it is. All their thoughts and prayers are for Krishna. So in this way, there was on the night, this was, night of Shivaratri. They were there at Ambikavan, and what happened was Nanda Maharaj disappeared all of a sudden, and all these gopas, the cowherdmen, they were there and they saw that a big snake was swallowing Nanda Maharaj, and Nanda Maharaj was calling for help. And all these gopas, it was night, so they had torches on them. So they were trying to kill the snake with the torches, but the snake was big, and their attempts of rescuing Nanda Maharaj, they were not enough. So they called out to Krishna, 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 please come. Yeah, please come. Nanda Baba is being swallowed by the snake. Then Krishna comes there. Krishna comes there, he looks at the whole thing, and he just simply steps on the snake. He steps on the snake. And then soon after that, there's a Gandharva that comes out of the snake. So then Krishna asks this Gandharva, oh, now by this time Nanda Maharaj is saved, because the Gandharva, the snake turned to the Gandharva and Nanda Maharaj is rescued. So Krishna is asking who this personality is. Krishna is an all-knower. He's Chit, all-knower. What is it that he doesn't know? But for the information of the Gopas around, he has to ask something, and this Gandharva, Vidyadhara, has to say something. So for that sake, he asked, how come you are a snake turned into Gandharva, Vidyadhara now? Can you tell us about where you're about and how you ended up being in the snake body? Then that Vidyadhara, he says, I was a Vidyadhara named Sudarshana, and I ridiculed this sage Ashtavakra. Ashtavakra means bent at 8 places. So there was a very powerful sage, but his body was crooked and was bent at 8 places. So his walking was also, the gait was also crooked, not straight. So this Vidyadhara named Sudarshana, he mocked at him and he laughed at Ashtavakra. Then Ashtavakra Muni, he said, you are laughing at my crooked body, this crooked physical body. So I am cursing you that you also get into a crooked physical body. Because the snake, when it crawls, the crawling is crooked, it's not straight, right? So that's how he ended up in snake body, Vidyadhara, Sudarshana. Yeah. So he tells that story. And then this Vidyadhara, he offers beautiful prayer, dear devotees. He says, Brahmadandat vimuktoham satyaste achyuta darshanat yannama grahanam akhilan shrotran atmanamevacham satyah punati kim bhuyas tasya sprishta padahite. Brahmadandat vimuktoham. Oh, Krishna, I am now vimukti. I am liberated now from Brahma Dandad, from the punishment of the Brahman, the Ashtavakra Muni. Sadhyaste achyuta darshanat. Oh Achyuta, with your darshana. Yannama grahanan akhilan shrotran atmanam evacha sadhya punati. Yannama grahanam akhilan. Your nama, when chanted, akhilan, anybody, shrotran, whoever hears that, atmanam, in the core of their heart, evacha satya. Satya is immediately punati, they get purified. So your nama has that potency. They get purified immediately. Really, immediately. We do get purified. See, in the Kirtan, when our absorption is good, yeah, when we are really absorbed in the Kirtan, we don't have any thoughts of sense gratification coming to us. They don't visit us at that time, when we are really absorbed in the Nama like that. So that Punanti, that purified, at least for that part of the time, when we are absorbed in the Nama of Krishna, we are in purified stage. We don't have any thoughts pertaining to this material world, any gratification at any levels, nothing. So Sadhya Punati. That's why your Nama, Sadhya is immediately. punati, purifies. Kimbhuyastasya sprishta padahite. What to say when your lotus feet touches a cursed body? So it is the potency of lotus feet that has relieved me from this Brahmadanda. Oh Achyuta, I'm bowing down to you. So this is a beautiful prayer that Sudarshana, this Vidyadhara, he offers. And then, because his desire is still to go back to his Vidyadhara world, he went back. Otherwise, with the Nama, what to speak of Darshana, of Sakshat Bhagavan, just with the Nama, the destination can be spiritual. But this Jiva is in the snake body and he's very happy that he's relieved from the snake body and go back to Gandharva Loka and then continue his business there. Right? So this is so much like Nama. Nama Aparada. Nama Aparada gives bhoga. Material desires are fulfilled even with Nama Aparada. What to say of Nama Bhasa? So that is the sthiti, that is the situation of this Vidyadhara. In any case, so he offers this prayer to Krishna and then he goes back to Vidyadhara Loka. So this is the pastime of Nanda Baba being swallowed by snake and is rescued by Krishna. What is the significance? Significance is bhakti. Vyomasura is, atheists. Krishna saves the devotees from atheists because atheists are said to have this crooked thinking. With this crooked thinking, they don't see Krishna. They don't believe in Krishna. So Krishna killing atheists. But pertaining to us, what is it that Krishna, which is bhakti, Krishna bhakti, what does it do to us? What is the significance of this pastime in our bhakti life? When we take up the process of Krishna bhakti, dear devotees, when we take up a process of Krishna bhakti, we do the bhakti, but how big is our faith inside? If we are theists, then we should have faith. Yes, I am practicing bhakti. This is Krishna bhakti. This bhakti is none other than Krishna. So I am being purified and whatever is promised by Bhagavan will happen to me in my life. He said, Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate. So I will put my full faith in Krishna and then whatever Lord Krishna said, it will happen. That's faith. That kind of faith, when we have that kind of faith, then we are theists. Then we are believing Krishna. When we don't have that kind of faith, we are doing bhakti, but we don't know if this is going to work out or not. We don't know whatever Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita. Yes, he said, but I don't know what happens in between his saying and that is happening to me. So much in between, right? So where is our faith in bhakti? Where is that faith in Krishna? Took up the process of Krishna bhakti, but how much faith do I have inside to be anxiety free and just think of Krishna and please of Krishna to the best of our capacity, and Krishna will take care of the rest. That is faith. Yeah. So Krishna bhakti, when we are doing bhakti with the devotees, hearing the Krishna Katha like this, then whatever tendency that we harbor in, the theistic, atheistic tendency, that is slowly, that slowly goes away and our faith gets bigger in Krishna as we continue with Krishna Bhakti in determination with sincerity. Okay. So that's what Krishna Bhakti gives, the faith in the Lord. By killing this snake-like atheistic mentality of lack of faith. That's beautiful, right, dear devotees? So it's okay. We have a lot of hope. Though we don't have big faith now, we have a lot of hope. We just have to continue Krishna Bhakti with the devotees, hearing from the acharyas, and the faith will come. So that's the beauty of this. And next pastime. Yeah. This is killing of Shankachuda. So Krishna and Balaram, as Krishna had his own rasa dance with his own gopis, with his own devotees, Balaram also had his own set of gopis for his rasa dance. That is also there. Balarama Rasa Yatra is also there. So Krishna and Balarama, they were having their rasa dances. And then this demon Shankachuda comes. He thinks, what? This simple cowhead boys, two cowhead boys, huh? Why should they enjoy like this, huh? Why should they be the center of attraction? Why should they get all this enjoyment? I want to enjoy. Shankachuda comes and then he tries to kidnap the gopis. The gopis from Balaram's group and Krishna's group. Then Krishna and Balaram, they got to get on his case. So Krishna says, Balaram, you please take care of all these gopis, all these devotees. I will see that Shankachuda is handled well. So Krishna fights with Shankachuda. And he kills Shankachuda. He has a gem. Shankachuda has a jewel. So he takes the jewel of Shankachuda. He kills Shankachuda and he gives that jewel to Balarama. If he gives that jewel to any of the gopis, they would quarrel. So he just gives to Balaram. And finally, later on, it ends up in the hands of Radharani somehow. This is the pastime, killing of Shankachuda. What is the significance? So here, again, the mentality. I am the enjoyer. How come I am not the center of attraction here? How come I am not the center of focus of attention here? How come I am not the enjoyer of this recognition and fame that is going on? Why is it Krishna? Why is it always Krishna? Why is it Krishna? Why can't it be me? This mentality is like that. To give a good example, we the jivas, we are like, the pujaris, right? The pujaris, we do the deity service. So the pujari or the jiva is meant to offer the worship to the Lord. Yeah. But if jiva starts thinking, why am I offering worship to the Lord? And everybody is having darshan of the Lord there. Why is the attention, all the attention going there to Krishna? A little bit of attention on me too. I should be a little bit of attention. I should have a little attention too. So I want that attention. I want to enjoy that attention. Like that nature. So if pujari starts doing that, will that be a puja anymore? So that's the kind of mentality. I want to enjoy. I want to so-called enjoy that recognition, that enjoyment, that attention that Krishna is getting. So the tendency, dear devotees, our mind presents it in a very convincing way that it doesn't even look like an obstacle for us between us and Krishna. It comes up so convincingly. It doesn't say, no, you're competing with Krishna. You are looking for the attention and the enjoyment in attention and recognition. So you are competing with Krishna. It doesn't say like that. It doesn't say like that. The tendency, the lingering, lurking tendency within, I am very much unsettled that I don't have the attention that I need to get, I'm supposed to have, because fill in the blank, because of whatever it is. That's why I'm supposed to be recognized. Like that. So that tendency, that enjoying tendency, enjoyment seeking tendency, that's Shankachoda. So Krishna kills that, beautifully kills that tendency, dear devotees. Look at this glorious process of bhakti, one after the other, one after the other, how these unnecessary, unwanted, painful tendencies are being taken off, one after the other. These are not an easy ones to be taken off. This is directly related to ahamkara, the Shankachoda thing, directly related to that. And how can we weed it out? It's not in our hands. We are so much embedded in that mode, the vacuum suction mode. How can we do it ourselves? Krishna has to do it. How does he do it? Through bhakti, with the devotees. We keep going in bhakti with the devotees, with the determination, with the sincerity, and all these anarthas, one after the other, Krishna takes them away. Beautifully takes them away. And we will be free of the disease. At different levels, this disease is there. And he takes out these tumors like that at different levels. So, this is the beauty. So that's Shankachoda, representing that enjoying tendency. Next, the other two demons will come. Meanwhile, after killing these two demons, this chapter speaks about Yugala Gita. Yugala Gita is very similar to Gopi Gita and Venu Gita, just that the gopis, they remember very fondly the beauty of Krishna, the flutes of Krishna, the flute song of Krishna, and the effect of his qualities on different devotees of Krishna in Vrindavan. Who are those different devotees of Krishna? The stones, the flowing water. They are devotees, right? They are also. And the animals there. And the clouds there. Yeah. So effect of the Madhuri of Krishna, the Rupa Madhuri of Krishna, Venu Madhuri of Krishna. And the other, there are four distinguishing features of Krishna, right? When compared to the Vishnu incarnation. That is Rupa Madhuri, Venu Madhuri, and Prema Madhuri, right? And Leela Madhuri. So Yugala Gita is about glorification of the Rupa Madhuri and Venu Madhuri of Krishna in Vrindavan on different devotees in Vrindavan, as we just discussed. So here, first the Rupa, the gopis, they sing about the beauty of the Lord and how the beauty of the Lord stuns not only the people of Vrindavan, but these animals of Vrindavan too. Everybody are devotees. Not only people of Vrindavan, but all the animals of the Vrindavan, the cows, the calves, and all the animals. All of them, when they look at Krishna, they are stunned. They are stunned. And the flute song of Krishna enchants, again, everything in Vrindavan and everybody in Vrindavan. The chara becomes achara, achara becomes chara. The flowing devotees in Vrindavan, like water, are stilled. And still devotees in Vrindavan, like trees, they start they start shaking. Nayanam Galadashradharaya. Right? So they start shaking. They have these joyful tremors. So in this way, the flute song has its own effect on this everything is conscious in Vrindavan. So we cannot just say on this non-living entities. In Vrindavan, everything is conscious. So the effect of flute song, both on Chera and Achara. The flowing waters, they get still, and the still trees, they get pulakita. They get thrilled and start shaking, move this way, that way with the flute song. So those are the descriptions in Ujjvala Gita, and how the flute song of Krishna stuns the demigods and the clouds. Yeah, the clouds in Vrindavan, they get very, they feel very happy. Clouds feel very happy looking at Krishna, because they also think, oh, Krishna is blue and we are blue. So Krishna is like us. We are like Krishna. So clouds, they have their own ecstasy because Krishna is blue and clouds are blue. And with the when the flute song is there, the deers, we heard about how the deers in the Venu Gita, they get stunned like that with bewilderment. They get bewildered. Gopis also say, like we get bewildered when we hear the flute song, those deers, they also get bewildered like that. So in this way, this Ujjvala Gita is a miscellaneous collection of glorification of gopis regarding the wonderful qualities of the Lord and their enchanting effect on the Vrajvasis in different ways. That's Ujjvala Gita. Okay. So, this is a good one. Yes. In this way, all these gopis, they speak and they relish wonderful qualities of Krishna. So Sukadeva Goswami is saying, Shri Shuka Uvacha, Evam Brajastriyo Rajan Krishna Leela Nugayati Rimire Ahashu Tachittas Tanmanaska Mahodayaha. This is a beautiful one, dear devotees. Krishna Katha. Evam Vrajastriyo Rajan, in this way, Vrajastri as these gopis, O Rajan, Parikshit Maharaj, Krishna Leelanu Gayati. Gayati, singing. Singing all these leelas of Krishna or gunas of Krishna. Remire ahasu. Remire, ramanti, tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Relishing. Remire ahashu, in the daytime, as they're doing their chores and activities, when they speak about Krishna like this, they are remire, in chittas. In their chitta, they are relishing. They are relishing this in their heart. Tan manaska mahodayaha. And manaska, in their mind, mahodayaha, they are enlivened in their mind and relishing about the qualities of the Lord in their heart. In this way, O Rajan, Brajastriyas are absorbed in Krishna Leela no Gayati. This is what hearing Krishna Katha means. This is how gopis are hearing Krishna Katha. When the qualities of the Lord are being, they are thinking and they are appreciating and they're glorifying the qualities of the Lord. While they're doing it, they are experiencing and relishing it with the heart that they feel enlivened. Does it remind you of something, dear devotees? In the morning prayers, right? Dhruva Maharaj, his prayers. His prayer is the same thing too. Like, Yo anta pravishya mama vachamimam prasuptam. Anta pravishya. So this is about what's happening within them inside. Very enlivened. So this is how the Vrajastriyas, gopis are enlivened while singing Ujjvala Gita. Okay. And now coming to the killing of bull demon, Arishtasura. Arishtasura, bull demon. This is a long pastime, but again, we are just concising it. So, this bull demon is sent by Kamsa. That it is said that the bull was so big that it is blocking, it is almost touching the clouds and obstructing the light of the sun. So it caused shadow in Vraja as it walked. It was a huge bull demon. And it was shouting, so big, bull, that all the cows were having miscarriages and the Vrajavasis were running here and there with fear. That big Arishtasura, bull demon. So Krishna, he came in front of Arishtasura, and then there is a big fight, and finally he held the horns of Arishtasura and he killed Arishtasura. Okay, so that's Arishtasura killed. And after that, we know that story, right? The gopis, they considered Krishna as untouchable because he killed the bull, which is a sacred one. Then that's how Lord Krishna, he says, okay, what do you think I should do now since you are considering me untouchable? Then the gopis say, you should be going to all these holy waters, holy rivers, and then take dip in them. That way your sins will be somehow nullified. Then Krishna says, I don't have to go anywhere. And then he calls all those rivers personified. And then when Krishna, with his heel, he just digs a little ditch there, and all the holy waters, personification of holy waters, they just come, and a kunda forms there. That's Shama Kunda. And we know the story, right? Then Krishna says, okay, now he takes a dip in his Shama Kunda and comes out, I am purified now. But you ladies are not, because you took the side of the demon, Arishtasura. Yeah, so you got to purify yourself now. You got to go to all those holy waters and take bath. Then they say, okay, we will get those holy waters ourselves too. We will dig the pond with our bangles. They start digging the ponds, and meanwhile Krishna instructs the personification of all the holy waters that to that person he instructs and approach Radharani to help her to get that Radha Kund filled with the holy waters. That way the person asks, requests Radharani to please let all the waters to be filled in her Radha Kund. And of course Radha Kund is also filled with the holy water. And then, so this was the pastime. This is the appearance of Radha Kund and Shama Kund. Yeah. And so this happened after this killing of Arishtasura. That's a little piece of information because we are hearing about the Arishtasura, killing of Arishtasura pastime. Okay. So in this way, Arishtasura is killed. What does this signify? The bull is representing dharma, right? So when we are practicing bhakti, so here the bull represents dharma, but this demon is coming in the form of bull, and is creating fear in the heart of the devotees, like that, right? So here the tendency, when we take up the process of bhakti, we are in the garb of a devotee, okay? But but the tendency is not the devotion. Dharma, bull is meant for dharma, but it is doing adharma. So when we take up the process of bhakti, this happens in the journey of bhakti. These anarthas will be there and they will be uprooted. But in the very beginning, when we take bhakti, It's not Shuddha Bhakti yet. Right? In the name of Bhakti, when tries to enjoy, Dhanam, Janam, Kavitam, Sundarim, all these external things that come because of the Bhakti. We come to Bhakti to serve Krishna, right? So that should be the Dharma. But our tendency of enjoying whatever comes in Bhakti, the fame, the prestige, the money, Dhanam, Janam, Kavita, Sundarim, like that. So that inclination of wanting to, again, very similar, the enjoyment thing. But so that inclination of enjoying whatever comes in bhakti for one's own sake, yeah, that inclination is killed. But dear devotees, we have to remember in Samudra Manthanam, Lord Vishnu, he wants ahead of time that halahalam will come out, and the devatas have to be patient and determined and not be discouraged and continue to do the churning of the milk. And then one after the other, Airavata comes, and then Uchchaishrava, the horses come, yeah, and all these alluring things come out. And Lord Vishnu, he wants the demigods ahead of time not to get allured, but to go on with the churning until the final product, yeah, the final goal is met. They were churning for the nectar, right? So Lord Vishnu wants ahead of time that these allurements will come, but do not be disturbed. Continue going ahead. Continue to churn. Yeah. So this here in bhakti, these allurements come once we start doing bhakti, because bhakti is so attractive. Everybody is attracted to the bhakti in a devotee. But if the devotee thinks and uses whatever the name and fame that comes with the bhakti, then that is an anartha. So that tendency, Krishna and bhakti will uproot that tendency. But here, dear devotees, when the fame is coming and Krishna arranges in such a way for a sincere devotee that the fame may go away, the followers may go away, but still one should continue to do bhakti with determination and with sincerity. Just not stop there thinking, oh, I have done devotion for this long time. And the mind will tell some reason, it will come up with some reason, because this institution is like this, because these devotees are like this, because this bhakti is like this, because these people are like this, I will get away from bhakti. Mind will come with all those things. We have to remember that one. When these anarthas come, mind, anarthas are not somewhere coming from outside and attacking. The software is right, already in there, already going on at all times, looking for a time where it can get very loud. It's right in there. So that's why when we hear the Krishna Katha, this is why Krishna Katha and Krishna Nama is like, the watering the roots every day. It is needed. Because when we hear like this, then we get vigilant. We will be brought back to senses and we will start to think right in light of the Shastra. So when these anarthas come out, we have to continue to do bhakti with sincerely and determination. And then we will be able to pass that hurdle of getting attached to people or fame or anything and continue to do bhakti very wonderfully without any attachment to anything external. But that stage doesn't come easy, dear devotees. It is very testing. It will be very testing, repeatedly testing, because they are very deep-rooted tendencies for us. They don't come easily. Actually, when the anartha comes, when the challenge comes, And when the root gets a little shaken inside, ready to come out, that shakes us out. These are not easy. That really shakes us because it is so deep-rooted. These tendencies are so deep-rooted. And that's why we are hearing this katha. So we know, okay, in the light of this tattva, it will shake. It will shake because this deep-rooted tendency is coming out. So Krishna, please give me the strength as this root is coming out, and please let me continue with this bhakti with all sincerity and determination as you take this root out. And it's not a one-day thing, one-time thing. As these roots come out, we get shaken repeatedly. Repeatedly getting shaken means the roots are coming out, anarthas are coming out. So in a way, it's good because all the unwanted things are being uprooted. So we hold on tight to the lotus feet of Lord Hari, Nama, the seva that is given, and then continue the bhakti with the devotees. So that's Arishtasura. And then that's Arishtasura. These pictures are so different. I looked at this picture. I'm like, in what way does it look like bull? I was thinking, but Krishna, I think he has twisted his head. So this is the killing of Arishtasura. And dear devotees, the Vrindavan pastimes now are coming to a turn now. Arishtasura is killed. That's what is happening in Vrindavan. What's happening in Mathura? Meanwhile, Narada came to Kamsa and says, Kamsa, guess what? That 8th son of Devaki is in Vrindavan. You didn't know that, and I'm here to let you know. Kamsa is so furious when Narada said that. Devaki, Vasudeva, I trusted you, so you exchanged that, so that female baby was not yours. Okay, kill Devaki and Kamsa, he says that. But Narada says, no. You may not want to do that, Kamsa, because if Krishna comes to know this, then Krishna and Balaram, they would run away because they are children. Yeah? So you can keep Devaki and Vasudeva here, and you can make some kind of arrangement. So Krishna comes here to see their parents. So don't kill them. You make an arrangement so Krishna can come here. Narada says this. And we think, whoa, what is it that Narada doing, huh? He is a devotee, right? What is he doing here? Well, Narada is a Mahajana. If these Mahajanas are doing something, there is definitely something behind it. Because the reason for Krishna's appearance, all the reasons for the appearance, they have to be fulfilled. Kamsa needs to be killed. Without Krishna coming to Mathura, how can Kamsa be killed? So this is the first step that Narada Muni has to do, to see that Krishna is made to come to Kamsa. So this is the arrangement Narada Muni has done. And so Kamsa says, okay, now arrest this Devaki and Vasudeva. Okay, now Kamsa, he orders Keshi demon in the form of horse. She's a horse demon. So he orders Keshi to go kill Krishna and Rama, Balarama. He orders Keshi to go to Vrindavan and kill Krishna and Rama. And in case they are not killed there, okay, Chanura, Mushtika, Shala, Toshala, all of you, you get ready and give him a good fight when he comes here. If he escapes Keshi there and makes his way here to Mathura, I am going to invite him for Dhanuryajna, in the name of Dhanuryajna. So when he comes here for that invitation, all of you wrestlers, you get ready. You get ready to kill him. And the elephant keeper, Kuvalayapida, he is so big. He is so big and he is unconquerable. So when he comes to that wrestling area, okay, elephant keeper, what you need to do is just see that those two boys are trampled upon by this Colepida and they're smashed. If they're not smashed, then the backup plan is Chanura, Shala, Toshala, Mushtika. All of you wrestlers, you just kill Rama and Krishna, Balarama and Krishna. If they escape you also, then I, Kamsa, will kill them. So this is the plan of Kamsa. And so he calls Akrura. Akrura is a minister. He's a very faithful, loyal minister of both the Yadus and Vrishnis, Bhojas and Vrishnis. And Kamsa is the king of Bhoja. Kamsa, he revealed all his intentions to Akrura. He says, he revealed all this to Akrura. He says, Akrura, this is my plan. Yeah. Keshi is going there. And if Krishna and Balarama are not killed, this is the backup plan up I have here. And I also intend to kill my father Ugrasena, because he may come in my way in usurping the kingdom. He might want to be a king, but I want to be king. So I will kill him also. So, Akrura, you are a very faithful minister. You are a very faithful servant. So I am asking you, I am ordering you to go to Vrindavan in this new chariot and bring Krishna and Balaram here for the invitation of Dhanuryajna. In the name of invitation for Dhanuryajna, bring Krishna and Balaram here, and I have plans to kill them. So this is what Kamsa says to Akrura. Akrura says, Akrura is a devotee actually, but his position is as a minister for this Kamsa. So Akrura says, O king, I hear that you have expertly devised this plan to kill Krishna and Balaram. Yeah, but be equal in success and failure, because you never know, the result is ordained by the destiny. He says that to Akrura. That's all he could say in the position of being a minister to Kamsa. Yeah. And now Akrura, that's what has happened in Mathura. Narada Muni came, he gave the information that Krishna, the 8th child of Devaki, is there in Vraja. And now Keshi demon is sent there to Vraja by Kamsa. And Akrura was ordered to come to Vrindavan. So that's what happened in Mathura. Now let's come back to Vrindavan and see what's happening. Arishtasura was just killed. But Keshi demon came running to Krishna the very next day when Kamsa sent Keshi to Vrindavan to kill Krishna. So this is a horse demon, Keshi demon. And again, these demons are huge, big, and Vrindavan Vrajavasis are terrified, and they called out to Krishna. The Keshi demon came running to Krishna with the speed of a mind. And Krishna struck his front legs and whirled him, threw away 100 bow lengths. At last, Krishna, he put his soft hand, he put his soft fist and hand into the mouth of Keshi demon. What would happen, dear devotees? We know Krishna is like soft like butter. Transcendental body, soft. So soft, right? But when Krishna put his hand in the mouth of Keshi demon, how did Keshi feel in his throat? Like a burning iron rod. That's how Keshi felt in the throat. Ye yadamam prapatyanti tam sadaiva bhajamyaham. However one feels towards Krishna, Krishna reciprocates accordingly. Krishna reciprocates accordingly. It's one person, but the reciprocation depends upon how is the other person treating Krishna, approaching Krishna. If a person is approaching with Krishna with devotion and love, then they would get the same. If a person is approaching Krishna in this way, in the way, as a Keshi demon, with all the anger and envy and wanting to kill Krishna, the very soft hand will be felt like the iron rod. So Krishna put his fist and hand in the mouth of Keshi demon, and at the throat, he felt that heat, and he got choked, Keshi demon, and he died. So in this way, Keshi was killed. What does Keshi represent? This Keshi demon, horse demon, it is said that it represents the pride of being a guru. Then we think, oh, though this is not pertaining to me. I'm just a sadhaka, right? This is definitely not pertaining to our Gurudevs. Those pure devotees, those pure devotees that are giving us Diksha and Siksha, this is definitely not pertaining to them because they're always in Trinadapi Sunichena. There's no tinge of pride in them. No tinge of pride in them. If anybody is thinking, if one does not have Trinadapi Sunichena, the humility, then that person is not a guru. That is not a quality of guru. Because humility is the quality of a guru. So if somebody is not having the quality of humility, then that person is not a guru. But we are hearing about this Keshi demon. So who is this pertaining to them? Because all those pure devotees, they are already humble, humbly serving Krishna. So this represents to the mentality of I am a giver. Guru, the mentality of Guru is it is because of me somebody is getting bhakti, that mentality. Yeah. So I am giving Krishna to somebody. I am giving bhakti to somebody. Somebody's bhakti is dependent on me. I am giving them bhakti. So that mentality, that I am giving them bhakti and they belong to me. So that doership mentality and ownership mentality that a sadhaka has on anybody around, on any devotee around. That's the Keshi demon. Because anybody's bhakti is because of their sincerity for Krishna, and Krishna makes arrangements accordingly for them to come towards them. So if somebody is thinking that somebody's bhakti is because of I gave you the book and that's why you came to bhakti. So I gave you bhakti. I said something and that's why you are in bhakti. So I gave you bhakti. That mentality that I am doing this. I am giving this bhakti to you. So that is the guruship mentality, subtle guruship mentality in sadhakas. So that tendency is very beautifully killed by Krishna. It's taken out by Krishna. Yeah, so that's the Keshi demon, having that pride of I am giving the bhakti to you. I am guru. Yeah, and that's Keshi demon. And this time Narada, now he came to Vrajadam. He came to Vrindavan and he's speaking to Krishna. What is Narada Muni saying? Oh my Lord, you are here in Vrindavan. You have spent almost more than a decade here, my Lord, and you have so much more, so many more leelas to perform. You will come and kill Kamsa there and other demons too, and you will come and bring the Parijata from Indra, and you will marry 16,100 16,100 queens. Yeah. And you will perform this Shamantakamani pastime also. And you are going to bring this dead son of the Brahmana from the abode of Yamaraja. You are going to kill Poundraka, Dantavakra, Chedi, all of them. So you are going to perform all these pastimes, my lord. And so this is the time to please consider to come to Mathura, because your parents there, Devaki and Vasudeva, they are in a very dire, pitiful situation. Kamsa is really causing them so much trouble, creating so much difficult for them. Them being glorious parents of you, Bhagavan, they shouldn't be going through so much of hardship. So please consider coming to Mathura now, since there are more pastimes that need to be performed, starting from Mathura. This is Narada Muni saying, reminding Krishna. Narada Muni did not take permission from the Lord before he revealed to Kamsa that Krishna is in Vrindavan. And Narada Muni, he did not take permission for that first. And second thing is, he is coming to Vrindavan and is reminding Bhagwan. This is the place of a pure devotee. They are in perfect sync with Bhagwan. They're in such a sync with Bhagwan. Actually, Bhagwan does what pure devotee wants. Such sync with the pure devotees. And so in this way, Narada Muni, he reminds and requests the Lord to please come over to Mathura, since the time is approaching to kill Kamsa. And then Narada, he very wonderfully glorifies the Lord. Vishuddha Vijnanam Ghanam Swasamastaya Samapta Sarvartham Amogha Vanchitam Swatejasa Nitya Nivritta Maya Guna Pravaham Bhagavantam Imahi. I'm paying my respects to you. I'm bowing down to you, my Lord. This is Swatejasa Nitya Nivritta Maya Guna Pravaham. So beautiful. Swatejasa, with the effulgence that comes from you, with the spiritual effulgence. Nitya Nivritta Maya Guna Pravaham. Nitya, at all times, eternal. Nivritta is stopped. What is stopped? Maya Guna Pravaham is stopped. With the potency and effulgence of the internal energy, this Maya Guna Pravaham, Pravaham is the stream. The stream of modes is stopped because of the potency of the internal energy. This is exactly what happens when we hear Krishna Katha. We just heard a while ago, right? How the gopis, when they're speaking with Krishna, they are doing Ramanti. Why? Because Nivritta, Nitya Nivritta Maya Guna Pravaham. There is no more gunas, Pravaham of the gunas or flow of modes when there is Krishna in the thought. When there is Krishna in the heart, there is no more flow of modes. And yeah, like this, Narada Muni glorifies your Vishuddha Vijnana. You are Vishuddha, you are Shuddha Sattva, Vijnana, Ganam Swasamastaya. So in this way, Narada Muni glorifies Krishna and reminds the Lord, and then he pays respects and then he leaves. Time to go to Mathura, but there's one more demon that needs to be killed. So Narada Muni reminded Bhagwan, requested Bhagwan, and there was the last day of picnic with all his Gopa friends to the forest, and one last demon to be killed. That's Vyomasura. So Vyomasura, the Gopas, they were, remember the Vrindavan schedule after the lunchtime, when they play the games and it'll be a time to kill a demon. So during that time, they were playing the game. What was the game? Few of the cowherd boys, they were acting as shepherds, and few of them as sheeps, and some of them as thieves. And the game is, these sheeps that are grazed by shepherds, the sheep will be stolen by the thieves. That's the game that these gopas are playing. So Vyomasura, the sky demon, he came in the guise of a gopa, in the team of thieves. Yeah. So in this way, he was stealing. He was stealing all the sheeps. He was stealing all the gopas who are playing the role of the sheeps. So one after the other, all these gopas are disappearing. So he was stealing them, hiding them in a cave, and then blocking the cave with the rock. And these gopas were screaming inside. And nobody knew where the gopas were going. One after the other disappearing. Krishna came there. He knew what was happening. So he could recognize Vyomasura. And then he, as usual, he twirled the demon around and he killed Vyomasura. The Vyomasura Vada has happened. And after that, he takes off the big block of rock from the cave and lets all the gopas outside. And in this way, the pastime ends. And by the time it's evening and time to go back home, so they go back home. But what is this Vyomasura? What does this represent? Vyomasura is, it is said that Vyomasura means, some people, they claim they are Bhagavan. They are avatars of Bhagavan. We have heard, especially in India, there are many avatars of Bhagavan. They claim themselves that they are the incarnation, like that, right? So they're false claims that they are God, false avatars. So Vyomasura represent those avatars. Yes, that is what Vyomasura represent. But how does that pertain to our bhakti? What tendency is going away? When we are getting to know bhakti in the very beginning stages, dear devotees, when we're just getting to know bhakti, we hear about all these people too. Then we will be like, do I take up this Krishna bhakti that is being given here? Yeah, in this sampradaya, in this parampara, or I have heard that so-and-so is the latest Bhagwan there. Yeah, so maybe I should go and take there. What do I do? So that kind of thinking, and you somehow take up the Krishna bhakti and you start practice bhakti, but you still are not clear about that particular Bhagavan avatar somewhere else. You are unclear about what that person is about. Once you take up the process of Krishna bhakti and you hear the Krishna Katha, the Tattva, and the Shastra, everything, then you will get to know what is real, authentic Krishna bhakti given by Parampara and what is happening in the outside world. Then you get the answers. Oh, that particular so-called very latest avatara is not actually Krishna or an expansion or avatar of the Lord. This is all fake. So we will be able to recognize that. We will be able to know and recognize that once we take up the process of bhakti and go further. In the very beginning, we will not have the clarity of what to make out of those people who are calling them as avatars. But when we take up the process of bhakti, because of the Shastra Jnana, we get the clarity and the faith. So that weed, that suspicion is uprooted and is taken away. And we are not troubled by any more of those talks and single-pointedly, with single-mindedness, will continue with bhakti. Yeah. So that's Vyomasura. That's, dear devotees, Akrura's arrival. Okay, we can do this. Yeah. So Vyomasura. By this time, remember Akrura has started there. Kamsa ordered Akrura. This is a very beautiful one, dear devotees. from the very beginning, what is it that Akrura doing and feeling? That is very relevant for us, okay? So when Akrura was ordered by Kamsa that he has to go to Vrindavan and bring Krishna and Balaram, he said, okay, I'm giving this new chariot for you. So in this new chariot, you go to Vrindavan and bring those two boys. Akrura gets very happy. Kamsa thinks, oh, he's happy because I'm giving him new chariot. He is not happy that he is having the new chariot. Akrura was thinking, oh, Krishna, my Lord. Akrura knows that Krishna is the Lord. So he's thinking, oh, Krishna, my Lord, when he comes to Mathura here, he should be in this new chariot, not the chariot that this demon has used. So that's why he was happy for Bhagavan that he is having a new chariot to come to Mathura. The moment he received this order for Kamsa, Akrura's whole consciousness is now focused on Krishna, Krishna-centered. When he heard about the chariot, he was happy for Krishna, that it's a new chariot. And then, dear devotees, first thing here, the moment he heard about the instruction, his focus is Krishna. This is Ekeha Kurunandana. Vyavasayatmika buddhi Ekeha Kurunandana. The focus is Krishna. Second one, Akrura. He's anticipating. He's thinking, oh, now I shall go to Vrindavan. I shall see the face of Mukunda. And Mukunda's face is framed by his curly hair, his attractive cheeks, smiling glances, lotus eyes. Akrura is thinking, anticipating Krishna. Second thing, anticipation. First one is focus. Second thing is anticipation. We'll go over these points, why we are saying it, because it's very pertinent to us. See, Akrura, he's asked to go to Vrajadama. That's like Dham. He's going to start Dham Parikrama, Dham Yatra, right? Vrajadama. And here the Lord is there. So Akrura is preparing himself. Even before he went to Dham, he's preparing himself. So the single pointed focus about the thought of Dham. Here, one thing, dear devotees, Dham is very wonderful. Dham Yatra is very wonderful. But we have to remember that there is no difference between Dhamma and Nama. And we don't get too many opportunities to go to Dhamma at all times. And our body may not be permitting us to go to Dhamma all times. The physical limitations can be there, but the Nama is always available. There is no difference between Dhamma Yatra and Nama Yatra. The Nama Yatra happens all the time for us, any time for us. So when we are saying these points, this is both for Dhamma and Nama. Yeah. First one is single pointed focus. Second one is anticipation. We are given Nama, the Harinama. When we, in the morning, during the Brahma Muhurta, when we do the japa, like Akrura is having his anticipation. Oh, I will go and see the Lord. Our anticipation for the Nama starts the night before. Oh, I will have the opportunity to take Krishna Nama, Hari Nama, in the morning, anticipation, with enthusiasm. Akrura is teaching us, dear devotees. And what's next? Akrura is saying, today I can see the Supreme Lord by chance, as a person reaches the shore while in the midst of the river. He's saying, I am tossing and turning in the waves of these modes, in this huge ocean of modes. Don't know swimming, and the ocean is so huge. Bhavasagaram. But somehow, with the mercy, somehow the very ocean has swept me to the shore. In this way, I am rescued. So what is this causeless mercy? I will not be able to come to the shore, but if somehow the waters itself is throwing me to the shore, this is causeless mercy. So my opportunity to go see Bhagavan now is that causeless mercy. Is acknowledging how vulnerable he is. In the same way, we are also in the acknowledgement. When we acknowledge how vulnerable we are, how disturbed this mind can be at all times, but somehow the Nama is given and we will be uttering the Nama, and the Nama is so powerful. And when I sincerely chant, then there is no difference between the Nama and the Lord, no difference between the Krishna and Krishna Nama. So Krishna Nama, he said, Mam eva ye prapatyante maya ye tam tarantite. Lord Krishna said that in Bhagavad Gita. So this mind, this disturbing mind, the mind chatter is all the Maya of the Lord. I simply have to chant Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna will take care of the mind. I just have to take care of the Nama here. Krishna will take care of the mind. Because I am too small to handle this mind. This is Daivihesha Gunamayi. So acknowledging how vulnerable and small we are, but how we already have this causeless mercy that Nama is given to us. So that acknowledging our vulnerability. After the anticipation is acknowledging the vulnerability. So anticipation starts the night before the japa, and acknowledgement starts even before the japa. Yeah, and it starts even before the japa, not that it is one after the other. These are all the favorable moods for japa, dear devotees. Anticipation, acknowledging how small we are. Namnamakari bahudani cha sarva shaktis tatrarpitani amita smaranena kala etadrishi tava krupa bhagavan mamapi durdaiva midrisham. This is my dustiti Bhagavan. Acknowledging that. Okay. After anticipation, acknowledging. And then what did Akrura do? He was thanking Kamsa. He was thanking Kamsa that he gave this opportunity somehow to go to Dhama and to see Bhagavan there. So the gratitude of the Kamsa, gratitude of Akrura. Remember, we reinforce this point again and again. Before the japa, during the japa, gratitude is the glue between us and the Nama and Bhagavan. We have to have that glue. Otherwise, they're two different pieces. Gratitude is the glue of the Jiva to the Bhagavan. Bhagavan did not come to Jiva directly. Somebody gave Bhagavan. Somebody gave the Nama and Bhakti. That's Guru. Right? So this is why Guru Ashtakam early in the morning. Grounding in gratitude. Gratitude to whoever has given us Krishna. Guru Tattva is always giving us Krishna. Nityanandaram is always giving us Krishna. Non-stop. So, gratitude to whoever has given us Krishna, and gratitude to whoever around that has contributed to us to be in this stage here in Bhakti in some way or other. So, grounding in gratitude. So, that feeling of gratitude pervading inside. So, Guru Ashtakam is about that, grounding in gratitude. Akrura had this. He had gratitude even to Kamsa. Even to Kamsa, what to speak of our gratitude to our Guru who is giving us Krishna. So the next one is gratitude. Single pointed focus, anticipation, and then acknowledgement, and then gratitude. Yeah, gluing with gratitude. Then Akrura is saying this. he is glorifying. Now he is glorifying Bhagavan. How is he? What is he saying? Yasya kilamiva habi sumangalai vacho vimishra gunakarma janmabhi prananti shumbanti punanti vai jagat yastad viraktaha shavashobana mataha yastad viraktaha shavashobana mataha yasya akila amiva habi akila. Akila is all. Amiva habi is destroying off the sinful reactions. Sumangalaha, bringing auspiciousness. What is doing all this? Vacho vimishra gunakarma janmibi. Vacho, the words, glorification. Words describing your guna, karma and janma Bhagavan. Means Krishna Katha, right? Words describing about the Lord gunas, karma, janma is Krishna Katha. What is it doing? It is Yasya Akila Amiva Habi. It is destroying all the sins. It is Sumangalaihi. It is very auspicious. And what does it do? Prananti. It gives the life. Shumbanti. It beautifies. Punanti. It purifies the Jagat. And if those words are not there, Yastad viraktaha, if these words of your guna, karma and janma are not there, then what is that equal to? Shavashobana mataha. Then those words that does not contain your guna, karma, janma, oh my Lord, those words are like beautification on a dead body. And this is how Akrura is glorifying the potency of Krishna Katha. There's no difference between Krishna Katha and Krishna Nama. We have heard that again. So this is remembering the potency of the Nama or Katha. That's the next step. This is why Sri Sikshashtakam is about, the whole thing is about Nama Mahatmya. This is why we hear Sri Sikshashtakam before uttering the Nama. This is the Mahatmya of the Nama that you're going to utter now. For next 2 hours for the Nam Japa, this is the Mahatmya. Akrura is remembering the Mahatmya of the words of glorification of the Lord. So in this way, he's also thinking, you are the one that gave the shelter to Bali. He gave the Swarga. He gave Sutala Swarga to Bali Maharaj. And you are the one who removed the fatigue of gopis. So Akrura is thinking like this, I'm going to meet Bhagavan now. And his potency is like that. His words are like that. The potency of anything about him is like this. And he is the one that has given that Swarga to Bali and relieved the fatigue of gopis. And when I go there, Akrura is thinking, my Lord will welcome me. And he will embrace me and he's going to say, oh dear Akrura. And then Balaram also will come. He will also welcome me. And in this way, both of them will reciprocate me very lovingly. Akrura is thinking like this. Such a favorability in his thought. We have heard after the Nam Mahatmya, we hear the glorification, the faith that this Nama that is given to us, if we are uttering it regularly, just gratefully, everything will fall in place. That favorable, after hearing the glories, that favorability and that faith that yes, everything will fall in place. I just have to take this Nama gratefully. And it is said that Nama, Krishna is present in the Krishna Nama. That's what Shastra they saying, sadhus are saying. And the instruction is to utter the Nama gratefully, lovingly. And then everything will fall in place. Uttering the Nama gratefully and lovingly is paying attention to Krishna that is present in the Nama. Then what happens? Ye damam prapatyante tam sadaiva bhajamyaham. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate. As much as we are uttering the Nama gratefully and in a very favorable mood, as much as we can do that, and so much we will be sheltered. Yeah. So this is how we can also learn from Akrura. Finally, so Akrura was thinking like this as he was driving in his chariot to Vrindavan. He was thinking like that, started from Madura, came to Vrindavan. He saw the footprints, lotus footprints on the dust of Vraja. He jumped out of the chariot. He fell upon those lotus feet and he's weeping. Nayanam galadashrudharaya, vadanam gadgadaruddhaya gira, pulakay nichitay rwapukada, tavanama grihani bhavishyati. When would the day come, O my Lord, when I take your name, tavanama grihana, when I take your name, I feel so rejoiced inside. When would the day come that I value you so much? That I cherish you and your seva and your nama so much? That I express my joy to be with you so much? When would that day come, my Lord? Akrura, he fell flat on that lotus feet with the tears. He forgot he's the minister. He put that ministership aside. And he did not think, okay, what if I just fall down on the footprints like this? And Kamsa is very dangerous. He might send his guards. And if they get to know, and if they see me doing this, if they come and go to tell Kamsa, what would he to me? There were no thoughts for him. There was no inhibition that he was a minister. There was no fear of what would happen. The lotus feet are there. Oh, these are my Lord's lotus feet. How did this absorption coming here to this extent? What did Akrura do from the very beginning when he heard that he has to go to bring the Lord here? The whole thing from the start and the whole journey was not idle. So many things happened before he could come to this stage of Nayanam Galadashrudharaya. So same thing with our japa, dear devotees. Ainanda tanuja kinkaram patitamam vishami bhavambudau. Kripaya tava pada pankaja. Same pada pankaja there for Akrura. Same pada pankaja there in the Nama. To come to that tava pada pankaja, we hear the first verse of Sri Sikshashtami. No, even before that, we anticipate the night before. First one. Even before that, when Akrura got the order from Kamsa, his focus was Vyavasayatmika buddhi, single-minded. Second one, anticipating the night before. And then acknowledging how vulnerable we are. Then grounding in gratitude, grateful. Yeah. And then after that, after being grateful, then the Sri Sikshastakam, the Nama Mahatmya, glorification. The glorification of Nama. So Nama has this potency. And this is the Nama that we are going to do now. Glorification. And then the positive thing. He was thinking, yes, the Lord will come, Balram will come, and they will anticipate. So that the positive approach to japa and the faith in the japa, that if I am gratefully chanting and keeping all my attention here, Krishna is here, he will be pleased. He will give me the intelligence that I need to do my worldly responsibilities. And he will make the arrangements that are needed. That kind of faith. All I have to do is, I simply have to chant gratefully this Nama. That positive faith in what we are going to do and what we are doing, that was there. All this has happened. After that has come, Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram, Patitamam Vishami Bhavambuja, Padambuja. Tava Pada Pankaja has come after all this. Same thing with Akrura. So he fell, he wept in ecstasy. And then the Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami is saying, this is the goal of life. You know, the punchline. After explaining everything about Akrura, Sukadeva Goswami is saying, Deha Britam Iyan Artho Hitva Dhambam Bhiyam Shucham Sandeshat Yo Harir Linga Darshana Shravanadibi. Akrura, when he heard that he had to go to Vrindavan to bring Krishna, Sandeshat Yo Harer Linga Darshana Shravanadibi. Akrura has started from that very moment about Shravana, Darshana. He's thinking about all this from that very moment. Deham Britam Iyan Artho, for all the Deham Britam, for all these embodied souls, this is the goal, to get to this ecstasy where Hitva Dhambam Bhiyam Shucham. There is no dhambam, there is no envy, there is no fear. Hitva Dhambam Bhiyam Shucham. Devoid of all these things. When somebody is getting to this state of ecstasy, that's the goal of life. That's Sukadeva Goswami said. After that, yeah, Akrura came, and of course Krishna, Nanda Maharaj, he has welcomed, and he was asking, how is Devaki and Vasudeva there? I know I'm asking this kind of dumb question. What do I expect? He's such a cruel Kamsa, and you're all like the sheeps under this cruel Kamsa. What do I say? Akrura, I'm feeling very sorry. So Nanda Maharaj says that, and after that, Krishna and Balaram comes, and Akrura pays his obeisances, and all his ecstatic symptoms, yes, they manifest again. Krishna embraced Akrura, and Balaram also embraced Akrura. Yeah, exactly as he was thinking, meditating, that has happened. And Akrura says about what's happening there in Mathura. And then he says that Kamsa has made this plot, but says, oh my Lord, yeah, please come. This is time to come to Mathura. Devaki and Vasudeva, they are going through so much of pain there caused by Kamsa. He says that, and then that all happens when Krishna killed the last demon Vyomasura in Vrindavan. He came with all the Gopas back to his house, Yashodamai Nanda Baba's house, and Akrura was there from Vrindavan. And all this discussion has happened in that evening. And Akrura took the permission from Nanda Baba. He says, Kamsa is, he is the ruler here. He's inviting Krishna and Balarama for this Dhanur Yajna. So I'm just going to take Krishna and Balarama for Dhanur Yajna. And after that Yajna is over, and after Krishna and Balarama wins in that Dhanur Yajna, then we'll bring him back. That's the version. Oh yeah, sure. Nanda Maharaj says, okay, yeah, let's all of us just get ready. Or milk and milk products, let's get it in the bullock carts, and we'll go and give it to Kamsa. Yes, let's go to Dhanur Yajna. I will also accompany. So that's what Nanda Baba is thinking. And now comes the gopis. Gopis are thinking, what happened to these elders? Do they not know that Krishna will not come back to Vrindavan once he leaves? Have they gone crazy? Gopis are in anguish. They are in anguish. They are so sad. And each gopi, they described extensively how distraught they were, how painful they were feeling. And they were thinking, oh, Krishna is going to leave now. This is all of fate. You are so cruel. You just separate our beloved like this. You don't have a heart. Yeah. And then they say, it's not about that fate. It's about this Akrura. This Akrura is not Akrura. He's a Krura. He's coming and taking our Krishna to Mathura. Okay, Nanda Baba might have given the permission, but he did not say even a word to us. wherein so much anguish. Okay, putting that Akrura, I said, this is all because of Krishna. He is a cheater. He was with us all this time. Now he's going to head to Mathura. And in Mathura, all these women there are very sophisticated, not so simple like us. And once Krishna goes there, and when he sees their nectarian smiles and their glances, why would he come back to us? Oh, Sakis, we have to do something about this. Nobody seems to understand what's going on. And these elders, they're making arrangements for Krishna to go to Vrindavan. We got to do something about this. Gopis are thinking like this. The last shloka. Evam bruvanam virahatuраbrasham brajastriya Krishna vishakta manasaham visrijya lajjam rurudusma suswaram Govinda damodara madhaveti. The gopis, evam bruvana, these gopis, they started speaking bruvana. Virahatura brusham, they're completely distraught with these feelings of separation. Vrajastriya, these gopis. Krishna vishakta manasaha, they're so much attached to Krishna in their mind. Now, visrijya lajjam, they have put their shame aside. All these years, they were meeting Krishna secretly, so their family members would not know. Their parents would not know, their husbands would not know, like that. But now, visrijya lajjam, they put their shame aside. Rurudasma suswaram, they are crying loudly. What are they crying? Govinda, Damodara, Madhava, you cannot leave. You cannot leave us. So in this way, the gopis are crying. And if you look at this, dear devotees, look at this. One gopi, she says, if at all this chariot has to go forward, it has to go on our dead bodies. Some of the gopis, they lie down flat in front of the chariot. Let's stop these horses. Let's hold these strings. Let's just stop these wheels. Gopis are trying hard everywhere. And in the other picture, look at this one, dear devotees. This is so beautiful. That was posted. Look at these cows. They also heard. They also came to know Krishna is going. They're also in the front of the chariot. Look at this. How they're looking at Krishna. No, you can't leave us. This is Vrindavan. So much attachment for Krishna. And this is the condition of gopis. And Krishna looked at them. He signaled to gopis, don't worry, I will return. So he signaled them, saying, I will return. The gopis, they stood there, still, motionless, as the pictures in the painting. And the chariot was moving far. Akrura is driving it. The dust clouds, they were in the air. Gopis could not move a bit. They did not blink their eyes until the last part of the dust particles settled down. After that, gopis collapsed because their life, Krishna, has left. They collapsed unconscious. Akrura is heading towards Mathura. And he went to took bath. This is the last slide. He went to took his bath during the Sandhya Vandana. There he went into the river and he was doing the Sandhya Vandana. In the water, he saw Anantasesha, the Lord Vishnu on the Anantasesha being praised by Siddhas, Sharanas, Gandharvas and demons. And all of a sudden, he saw Krishna and Balaram there in place of that Vishnu and Anantasesha. He was thinking, Akrura, I came down to do Sandhya here. Well, I had this divine vision. Here is Krishna Balaram. Did they come out of the chariot into the water? He looked at the chariot. Krishna Balaram are still there. Second time he goes down again. He sees Krishna Balaram there. Again, now Akrura comes out of the water and he starts offering prayers. So those prayers will be in the next session, dear devotees. But Akrura had a vision here. That was the same vision of Vaikuntha that Lord Krishna gave on the request of Nanda Baba and other Vrajavasis after Nanda Baba was kidnapped by the servants of Varuna. Remember that in that pastime? So it's the same vision. This is the Brahma Hrida, where Akrura had this vision in the river. Yeah, that's all, dear devotees. So these are the pastimes. So solidifying, packing, only those words, take home ones. The first one, where's the first one, is about Nanda Baba, snake. Yeah, snake signifying the atheistic mentality, right? So Krishna Bhakti, when we continue to do sincerely, with determination, our subtle atheistic mentality will go away. The faithless condition within us will go away, and gradually the faith will be instilled. That's about the snake swallowing Nanda Maharaj. And then next one is about these demons, right? The bull demon, Arishtasura. There, the tendency, right? In the bhakti, not to succumb to the allurements that come in bhakti, the wealth, the fame, etc. So, Krishna Bhakti will weed that mentality of succumbing to anything, wealth or fame or anything, any external allurement as we continue. And we have to continue in our bhakti with determination, in sincerity, as this Krishna Bhakti is removing these weeds of allurement for anything external. Okay, that's Bakasura. That's the Arishtasura demon. Then the Keshi demon. Keshi demon is that mentality of doership mentality. Yeah? It's because of me somebody has that bhakti. I am giving bhakti to them. So that guru mentality, the pride in bhakti that I am guru, that mentality also will be taken away as we practice bhakti sincerely with determination. That's anartha is also taken away. That's a horse demon, Keshi demon. Vyomasura is how we get more and more of clarity and continue bhakti with increased focus while these doubts about these different avatars of Bhagavan, they are cleared once we take up the process of bhakti, and these doubts don't bother us anymore. That's Vyomasura. 4 demons done. And Yugala Gita, that is a matter of absorption. And after that, Akrura. Actually, in Yugala Gita, that's the last thing, right? Evam Rajastriya. How the gopis, when they are glorifying and when they are hearing the katha of Krishna, his qualities like that, their absorption is so much that they are feeling that happiness, ramanti, inside, and they are enlivened. So Krishna katha is supposed to give that relishment inside and enlivenment, enlivening from within. And yeah, that is one thing. And next one is Akruras. In Akrura, these are the points we have heard. First one is single-pointed focus, Krishna. And next one is anticipation. Anticipation starts the day before, the night before. Anticipation that we will be with the Nama, Krishna Nama. That anticipation starts the night before. And before the japa, there is acknowledgement how vulnerable we are, right? So the gratitude, grounding in gratitude, Guru Ashtakam. And in Sri Sikshashtakam, Nam Namakari Bahudanija Sarva Shakti, that's where the acknowledgement is. Dur Daivam Idrishamiha Janina Anuraga. Such a pitiable condition, Govinda. Acknowledgement, right? And Nam Mahatmya, the glorification. So this is the Nama that you get to utter for this amount of time. So that's glorification. Yeah, a glorification. And then the positive faith. Yeah, the faith, positivity and faith. Yes, if I am doing this, when I'm doing this Nama with gratitude and with affection, and everything that is needed outside will be taken care of. Krishna will give me the intelligence that is needed to handle my material responsibilities, and whatever arrangements he has to make externally, he will do that. Whatever changes he has to bring inside, he will do that. All I need to do is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It's Krishna and me, and I'm lovingly serving the Harinam, and that's it. Yeah, when the japa goes like that, then like Akrura had, Nayanam Galada Shrudharaya. Yeah, the lotus feet of Lord Hari. When the japa is going like that, dear devotees, then Trinadapi Sunichena, Nadanam Najanam Nasundarim. All the changes related to that will happen as we continue to do the japa like that. And with the mercy of the holy name, one will be brought to Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram, Tava Pada Pankaja, the lotus feet of Lord Hari. Then Nayanam Galada Shrudharaya, as Akrura had. So that sequence we have heard. So Dhamma and Nama, same. Dhamma, Nama, Krishna Dhamma, Krishna Nama, Krishna Seva, all same platform. All of them on transcendental platform. That's Akrura. We have heard that. And then, yeah, Akrura comes. Yeah. And then Krishna and Balarama receives Akrura so wonderfully. And then the gopis, the distraught of gopis, distraught of gopis, that we have heard. And the vision, Akrura had this vision in the river, darshan. That's all. That's all, dear devotees, this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for your attention.